Hi, this is Dollar Day Trader with my trading recap for Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. So really this is more of an observation than a recap because I only took one trade today and it was actually an options trade. I took one regular trade on TNA, which I stopped myself out pretty quickly, so I lost like $1. And I probably lost or broke even on my options trade because I only traded one option. I didn't make much, as I'll go over this recap slash observation. So really quickly, I traded the IWM option and put option particularly, which means I was kind of betting or shorting near the top here in the afternoon. So just to recap, IWM is the ETF that follows the Russell 2000 index, or the RUT, R-U-T, and it's just an index form where we can trade. But in particularly, I really like to trade the 3 times leverage ETF TNA just because of the movements and ATR is larger and the price is lower, so I get some more capital behind it. So besides that though, the IWM, that's just a quick recap of what that is. So here it's been running strong all day and actually yesterday as well. And we started kind of seeing a little double top in hindsight. Made a higher low, or lower high, excuse me. So I really waited in to get confirmation to break below this 50 moving average on the 5-minute. And once it did, I waited for like around a little pullback, or actually it may have gone a little even early there, and took the short initiative. So probably wasn't the greatest entry, but I'm still practicing learning options. So looking here, this is the observation I wanted to call out. On the IWM puts, I chose the 218. This is a weekly option. So I have about 2 days or less than 2 days, around 2 days of when this expires. So I have time or decay against me, which means the value of the option is naturally going down as we get closer to expiration. So I have that running against me. But I also did the mistake of buying the option too far into the money. 218, when this is around 224, that was my mistake. So the trade was good, but the option I traded was bad, and particularly for how close it was and going into expiration. I traded here at 29 cents, and I closed around the end of the day around 32 cents. So I barely made any money, about 3 to 4 cents. And then with commission, it probably wasn't much from that. The better trade would have been the 223 IWM, which at the same spot, I would have paid $1.30 per contract versus 29 cents. But if you look, and if I had done a stop loss, I would have probably done it around below 25 cents. That's a 4-cent spread. Looking at 130, 131, I probably would have gotten around 124, 125, maybe even below that. But look at this. If I had bought it here hypothetically and a little closer to the money, it went up to 160. So I did it the right trade, only profited, and I missed out on the top there, but only moved 5 or 6 cents. But this ran 30 cents with roughly the same type of risk in terms of how many cents per contract. So that's the biggest takeaway I wanted to share with everyone. Now another confirmation in terms of, why did I take this put? This is running so strong. One was, I said, is the lower high, and the other was the break of the 50 MA. But even before that, if you look at TNA, if you kind of bounce around between the two, which is 3 times leverage ETF, look at this volume around 130, right before 130. This really volume just sticks out towards the end here. That was around right here, which coincides with the peak in hindsight of the IWM. Coincidence? Probably not. So just follow the volume. Even if it's not exactly on the instrument you're trading, look at other sister instruments to see if they're kind of showing any tells along the way. So anyway, that's my recap for today. I hope everyone had a good day. I hope to trade a little bit more tomorrow, and I hope everyone has a good night.